Welcome to Lead Desk. My name is Rob Edwards. In this video, we're going to take a look at one very specific element of setting up your Lead Desk environment. Specifically, I want to talk about what happens at the end of a call. We're going to want to record some information about what happened in that call, but we may also want to do things with that contact. In Lead Desk, this is all handled by the agent selecting a call ending reason. This records the outcome and manages the contact both. We have two different types of call ending reasons we can create in Lead Desk. We can create global call ending reasons which are available across all of our projects. And then we have project specific call ending reasons which are just for that one particular project. Let's get into the application. Your global call ending reasons can be defined in the general settings page in the global call ending reasons subpage. You can see we have a number of built-in ones already. We have a call ending reason for making a deal, so we can report on that. But it also, as you can see here, finalizes this contact. If we've made a deal, if we've talked to a contact and they've bought our product, we do not need to call them again to try and sell them the same product. As a result, we can finalize this contact when we make a deal, so we will not automatically call that contact again. Deal, callback, busy and voicemail are all built in and standard. I have one here called issue solved, which I've created in this environment, and you can tell it's one that I've created because I have an option to delete this one, whereas I don't with the built-in standard ones. Before we create our new call ending reason, it's quite important to have a think about what we actually want it to do. Let's say we are working in an environment where we sell magazine subscriptions to contacts. At the end of the call, we could select deal to say that we have successfully sold this to a customer, but we might want to go a little bit further than that. The deal, as you can see here, finalizes the contact, means it's not available in the contact list anymore. But maybe we want a specific call ending reason which doesn't finalize the contact, but instead moves that contact to a list of subscribers. So we're going to create a call ending reason which does that. I'm going to click on the Create New button, and I'm going to give this a name, Subscription Sold. The deal call ending reason has removes contact from contact list ticked, because again, we don't need to call them again. But I'm going to say we actually don't want to do that. We want to instead move this customer to an existing contact list that I've got called Subscription Customers. So the effect is still the same in as much as it's no longer in our calling list to get the first sale done, but we are still retaining this contact information in a separate list, our subscription customers, which we might call from time to time to offer special deals. We have options here for retaining the agent assignment. That's probably not important in this case, but we may want to reset call attempts. If we've only been able to get through to this customer on the last valid call attempt, that means it would go to the new contact list without any more calling attempts valid allowed. And we would want to be able to call them again. So I'm going to reset my call attempts when I move this contact list. I don't want to move this contact to a blacklist because we do specifically want to be able to call this customer again. But notice this option is here. If you want to create a call ending reason which automatically puts the contact onto a blacklist so you won't be able to call them again, then we have a tick box for doing that. When an agent selects this call ending reason, it's possible we want to send a confirmation message to the contact to say, thank you for subscribing, welcome to the magazine, you'll get your first issue on the 2nd of next month, or whatever the rules might be for your magazine. In which case we can associate a message template with this call ending reason, which would be sent automatically as part of this call ending reason. We haven't really talked about this option very much in these videos, but there are plenty of support articles which take you through setting up message templates if that's something you want to do. For today's purposes, I'm just going to select an email template called thanks. Of course, this is only going to work if the contact has an email recorded for them, so we want to encourage our agents to collect that information. We have a whole host of options here which can be used to put the customer onto a waiting period. This is so that we don't end up calling the same customer many times in short order. In fact, for our purposes, for this particular call ending reason, we don't have to enter any numbers on here, because once it's been added to the subscription customer's contact list, then we're not going to need to redial this customer in the immediate future. The extra settings here are quite specific and fairly niche options. If you want to learn more about them, read the support articles that cover call ending reasons. I'm not going to spend any time on that today. The final option here allows us to associate a function key, one of the F keys, to this call ending reason, making it quicker for an agent to select it. This is really useful, but quite limited, and it's worth noting that each of the different browsers that the agent might be using do reserve certain function keys that are not available to applications. As a result, it might be that if your agents have a mix of browsers that they use, there isn't going to be a common shortcut key which is available to both Chrome users and Edge users, for example. I'm not going to assign a shortcut key here, but it is an option if you want to. Click Save on that, and you can now see that I have my new subscription sold call ending reason available in my global call ending reasons. So we've had a look at creating a global call ending reason. Let's have a look at creating a call ending reason which is specific to one of our projects. I go to the projects page, and obviously I can create a new project and include it in there, but I can also edit an existing one. So let's edit the onboarding project we created in a previous video, and we're going to scroll down to the call results section. The first thing to notice here is that we do have the global call ending reasons available to us. If there are any there that we don't want to use in this project, we can hide them. So the issue solved one, for example, as I said, it's more of a customer service reason, and that's not what this project is about. So I'm going to hide that one so it doesn't distract or confuse my agents. They won't be selecting that one. I can also edit one of these global call ending reasons here by clicking on it and making changes within its definition. If I do make changes to a global call ending reason from within a project, those changes will only affect this project, not the global reason itself. We can also create a new project-specific call ending reason by clicking on the New Reason button. That will open up essentially, not quite, but mostly the same form that we looked at a moment ago. There are a couple of subtle differences in here. For example, we don't have the shortcut key option when we're creating a project-specific call ending reason, but most of the other options that we saw there are essentially the same. I'm not going to dwell on filling all this in again, but I do want to create a call ending reason, so I'm going to call it onboarding reason, and when I click on the title again, that will collapse those settings down, and that is just going to give us a new onboarding reason. Selecting this one won't do anything in particular, either for the contact or the waiting periods or any of that, or don't send any message templates. But the important point is here that we'd then be able to report on how many times has an agent chosen this particular call ending reason, and we would provide guidance to our agents about when they should be creating it. If you end up with a lot of call ending reasons, then you can create groups to manage them. Let's create a new group. I'm creating a group called Magazine Sales. And let's scroll back up again so I can... Our subscription sold reason is definitely going to go into our magazine sales group. And our onboarding reason is also for some reason associated with this group as well. So we can see now that we have two call ending reasons within our magazine sales group. Notice that this is now noted as being edited because I've moved it to a group. If I click the restore button, it will go back to where it was. But I actually do want it in this group, so let's keep it where it was. Once we've made all the changes to the call ending reasons we wanted to make, we can click the Save button for the project to save those changes. And that's everything I wanted to show you about call ending reasons. They are a fundamental part of a successful lead desk environment, so they are worth thinking about before embarking upon your lead desk journey. What do we want our call ending reasons to be? What options do we want to be able to report on? What do those call ending reasons mean for the contacts that they are applied to? And I hope this video has given you your first step onto deciding what your call ending reasons should be. Thanks for watching.